One thing we do on our farm is seed save. The reason that we seed save is because by saving seeds that have already grown in your environment, they become well adapted over time. And so these plants in turn become hardier and are a little more resilient to the environment that you're growing in. So this is something that any home gardener can do, and it's really important that in order to do this and accomplish this, you purchase open pollinated non-GMO seed varieties. So we're going to start by harvesting seed at the appropriate time. So as you can tell, this plant has already produced its seed, it's been pollinated, and it is in the process of dying back. But we have a couple little seeds at the end there. So this is cilantro, at this point it's coriander, and we will go over how to process this seed so that it's viable for you to plant out in your garden later on. So you can either cut off the top of the plant or just pull it out from the ground. This short point, it should be easy to just pull out of the ground. So we'll get ourselves a couple plants like this, and whenever they're nice and dry like this, it's a lot easier to process. So it's beneficial to let it dry out and the plant die out as much as possible without the wind taking any of the seed away. If your plant isn't fully dried out yet, then you can hang it up to dry like this. So you want to make sure that it's upside down, bottom of the plant facing up, top of the plant facing down. You can just hang it to dry like so and leave it for a couple days. Here in Arizona it dries out really quickly, and once it's fully dried, then you're ready to sift it. Whenever your plant's fully dried out, you're going to want to just break it up like so. Make sure you get as many seeds off as possible. It's nice to wear gloves during this part. Sometimes this dried plant material can be a little pokey. But get all of the seeds off like so. It's okay if you get some stems in there, because we're going to sift all of this plant material. We can throw these larger stems in the compost, and then all of this material is what will go through the sifter. This is a sifting mechanism that you can purchase off of Amazon. It's been really beneficial for us. We use it to save seeds, to dry herbs. It has a couple different parts, and what I really like about it is that it sits perfectly on a 5-gallon bucket. You can see that we have different grades. So there's our largest grade right there, going down to medium grade, and then the very end is a very fine mesh, like so. So what we'll do, so I like to send it through every tier, and then we'll empty our seeds into the sifter, push it around. Leftover plant material, compost, and there will end up being a grade where the majority of the seeds are caught. So for instance, this is one for us, and there's some down below, so I might put all of these into that lower grade. And at this point, these seeds are pretty easy to plant, but we like to take it one step further and separate the chaff from the seed itself. So the chaff, in a sense, is all of this other plant material, and we do that with a little seed separating mechanism that we use with the vacuum. This is our seed saving mechanism. So this is actually a homemade tool that we've created, and we've gotten the designs offline. There's plans that we pretty much followed to the T. It's not too hard to build and really comes in handy whenever you're separating the seed. So how it works is you dump the seeds into this funnel, the seeds fall down, and because it has this Z-like formation, the seeds fall down slowly. In this vacuum, this is just a shop vac, it's hooked up on this side, and that draws away the the chaff or the other plant material. And we can adjust the airflow with this mechanism right here. So if it's a really light seed, then we can do less airflow. If it's a heavy seed, then we can go all the way. The chaff separates because the seed is always heavier. So you can do this. In olden times, they would throw it up and let the wind separate it, and the seed will always fall, and the wind or the vacuum will always take the lighter plant material, causing the two to separate.